Philip Brabeck heads up all Audi, how do you put it? Product management?
Product management, that's how
Audi
we call
North
it.
America.
Absolutely.
You got a couple of management projects here right in front of us. Let's start out with this SQ5.
Yeah, so obviously a beautiful car, you know, the Q5 has been a top seller for us, is responsible for about 25% of the volume, and we're bringing the new generation now in 2017. So this is our redesign of our most important car. And we've already announced in the fall the 2-liter TFSI with 252 horsepower. Well, this baby has obviously a 6-cylinder, our new generation 6-cylinder, 354 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque. Great package, all new design, all new electronics inside, air suspension, you name it. It's just a great performance package.
Performance is the word, and of course this is an S, so it better have that, and of course you've delivered here. That's a lot of horsepower and torque.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Philip, you've got another one here too. This is a concept, a Q8.
Yes.
Tell us about what you're thinking with this one.
Well, you know, I mean, you obviously know that SUVs are responsible for so much of the business now. Last year, 53, almost 54% of the business has been SUVs, and so, you know, it's only logical that we look at this car now as the extension and as the next step in filling our portfolio. The Q7's been off to a great start. In 2016, we did ahead of our projection with the Q7, and this is basically a emotional, more coupe-like version of the Q7. It's a 5-seater, as you see. Actually, this is a 4-seater configuration here on the show car. We will have a 5-seater configuration available, of course. Very bold styling, very wide, you know, very aggressive, completely new styling in the front with the vertical lines in the grille. Big wheel. This is an 800mm package on the wheel.
They're gigantic.
Yes, they are. These are 23-inch wheels.
I was going to say.
And what that allows you, that big package, is not only can you get a big size wheel, but also the tire size can be sizable, which for an SUV is important for ride comfort as well as the look of the car. So
wait a minute, wait, hold the horses. This is not just for a concept. You're really going to do 23s?
Oh, we're really going to do at least 22s. At least 22s we will do, maybe even 23s. So definitely also that we're working on.
So even though this is a concept, the silhouette, the shape, much of the hard lines is probably what we're really going to see in production.
Absolutely. What you're going to find, and we can have that discussion about a year from now, I can tell you that it's very near the production version, this car.
There's no door handles, but I'm sure door handles will show up for the production.
That's right. I mean, some new technologies we got to test out and we got to kind of talk about. So the touch door opening is one of the things we're doing on this car. The other thing we have inside the car that's new and testing is the augmented reality head-up. And something I've been looking...
So describe that a little bit.
I've been looking forward to this personally quite a bit. I think we all enjoy head-up display inside the car. It's a great tool, it's a great feature because you don't have to kind of go search for different information inside the car. Well, augmented reality is really the next step of that. What it does, with increased package inside the dashboard, you can actually place arrows on objects or on the road in front of you. And you're able to obviously get a lot more help from the system now.
Much easier to see where you're supposed to go.
Because it's very intuitive. It's actually pointing right where you need to go. For example, if you in an exit lane, it can actually put an arrow on that exit lane for you to get out. So it's helping you, you know, in your everyday driving tasks.
And this will be in production.
We are working on this technology. I can't tell you when it will be in production, but I can tell you that this is definitely a technology that we're taking a lot of interest in.
Okay, let's go back to the very front end, to the grille a minute.
Yes.
Is it fair to say that this represents the new design language of Audi?
Right. Absolutely right. So from the grille itself, from the very bold look inside, in the front overall, from the very wide stance, emphasis on all-wheel drive, so definitely very broad shoulder front and rear as well. So it's sort of very equal in its wide expression. And then the C-pillar, John, you may remember our original Ur-Quattro. That spirit is definitely back there in the C-pillar. So it's kind of like a new interpretation of Quattro for us.
I like it because it's not as boxy. It's much sportier looking.
Yes, absolutely. And then also I'll mention on the interior, all new design language on the interior as well. So beautiful new panels. We have a thing called black panel, which is basically a black trim, and then screen which merges into that. So you don't know there's actually anything there. It looks like a black panel, and then you start the car and the whole thing wakes up. up. Yeah. So a great new styling.
A little bit of theater, a little bit of drama every time you start your car.
Exactly right. You know, these are premium products. We got to do some of this stuff. And then also the new architecture of the dash and the overall layout is a lot of what you're going to see in future Audis, not just on the Q8, but in general.
Well, you can see there's a lot of people gathered around here. There's a lot of excitement about this car. But Philip Brabeck, thanks so much for bringing us up to speed with your new SQ5 and this Q8 concept.
John, always a pleasure. Thank you very much.
You bet. Keep tuning in. We got a lot more coming to you from the floor of the Detroit Auto Show.
At IAC, inspiration comes from within, and it shows in every material choice we make, every surface technology we develop, and every design detail we obsess over. Because as a global leader in automotive interior components, we understand that it's what's inside that truly drives us all. It's why we create solutions that seamlessly connect consumer to car, sight to sound to touch. Visit IACgroup.com and be inspired.